Yo, what is up, gangstas? So, today the moon is at 81.3% illumination in the sign of Capricorn, headed towards that third quarter moon in Aquarius tomorrow. So let's see how this energy is going to be affecting you, what you can expect moving forward. And yeah, let's see what you need to hear. Ouroboros, infinity, eternal, and past life. So, I feel that with this, you're connecting with your past life self in some way. It could be through dreams, deja vu, visions, connecting with certain people that you may have known in past lives, that kind of thing. But there is heavy energy on your past life having strong relevance to your current life right now. Then with Ouroboros, you see this snake eating itself. That's Ragnarok, right? And the way that they look like they're incubating or gestating, they're in the womb. So with their umbilical cord and all that, to me, the visuals, like the imagery I'm seeing here, it's like being forged in the chaos, like growing through the chaos, becoming yourself through the struggles that you've experienced. So let's see what exactly that means. So you could have had a pretty tumultuous life, or you could have gone through some pretty shitty things where you're like, why? Oh, why, God, do I have to go through this? And because it makes you better. And I know that sounds so cold to say it that way, but that's literally why. It makes you better. It's like if you're trying to forge the best sword in the fucking world, you have to put it through fire. You have to beat it with a hammer. You have to put it on the grindstone, right? You have to put it through hell, essentially, to turn it into the sharpest, finest, sword in the world. So it's similar to that, right? You have to go through your own personal alchemy, if you will. And alchemy is when we go through the fire, right? Well, it's actually when we put the philosopher's stone through the fire, and the water, and the ice, and the whatever else we put it through. And you put it through all the conditions that you have to go through on a spiritual level. To become your best self, right? That is how transmutation happens. That is how you're able to turn lead into gold. So, you're going through a personal alchemy, right? Like a transmutation of self. And it required challenges. We have the Ten of Wands. I feel that you might hold a little too close to your burdens, right? To the emotional baggage of that. And that was not the intention, right? It's not to hold on to the pain, but to allow the pain to make you stronger. And it feels like there's some things that you struggle to move past, or some things that you struggle to let go of, right? Things that still feel very painful to you, things that burden you. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This could interfere with your work. Your work itself could be the thing that burdens you. Like, you might not want to fucking do it anymore. You might just feel pretty fucking fed up and done with what it is that you do. Because there's, like, no desire to keep doing it. Right? There's no desire to keep putting in that work, that effort. Alright. Been there. Alright, it's burnt out, feeling burdened, feeling like you got more expenses than, you know, than you can pay for. I get that. You need a new opportunity. You need something better. You need something that's gonna change things. And the answer is in Horus, right? The Ace of Swords. And so, Ace of Swords is about not only accepting your personal truth of that, but taking action towards something different. And not being afraid to, right? Not being afraid to take that action and to go in that direction. Maybe even going to trade school and picking up a trade or something of that sort might be on the menu for you. You know, on the agenda, I should say. But yeah, you're being called to take some kind of action in a new direction and to use your personal truth to kind of drive that action. And we started out with 10 and the last card out was 1. So I'm seeing endings and new beginnings. And it does feel work related. We have 7 of Cups, which tells me that you are an attractive person, right? 7 of Cups is like having multiple like opportunities for love, or you know, like different love interests. It's like a lot of people admire you. Okay, right? That's basically the energy of 7 of Cups. It's like you have options. You could be online dating or something. Here's the thing. You could use your attractive nature to your advantage. If you notice that you're an attractive force, you can attract people or things like that. You can also attract opportunities, right? You can also attract money. You can be attractive in more ways than one, right? And it's learning how to use your natural attractive nature to attract those opportunities. I feel like I said attract too many times. But but that's the thing, you know, it's like I wouldn't distract yourself with a love interest if the real burden is in your work or in your living situation or whatever. If you feel like you still need to go be at another point in your life, right? If you feel like you still haven't accomplished like that career that you want, or if you feel like you're still not quite where you want to be, I would honestly, in your situation, I would not focus on the dating aspect or, you know, anything like that, because that ain't gonna fix shit. And rather put all your attention towards developing yourself and building up a new career and going in this new direction. But if you want love, right? If you want love, if you're looking at those opportunities, it looks like there are opportunities, right? That is something that you can pursue. the thing about it is with each cup in the Seven of Cups, it's like everyone has something different they can offer. You know, it's not really that one opportunity is better than another. It's like, how good does one opportunity fit into your life versus the others, you know? How do you feel about that opportunity? Yeah, there's heavy energy about this love thing. We've got the Knight of Cups. I see a love offer coming in. Somebody wanting to swoop you off your feet. Very nice. It does look like it's turning into a love reading for you, Scorpio. Because it does look like a new opportunity is presenting itself. Kind of while you're over here paying attention to these other cups, it's like this other one's like kind of like, but wait, me too. You know, like, if you notice, she's kind of like over here looking like at all these other opportunities, and he's like, I got a cup. I got a cup right here. So it does look like, you know, you're attracting opportunities. You're attracting love interests. Eight of Cups in reverse. This could be your ex or somebody from your past trying to come back around. Because Eight of Cups is like walking away from somebody that you've invested time and energy into. And Eight of Cups in reverse is them like turning the block, you know, like coming back around. They're like, wait, hold up. I'm not sure I wanted to fully walk away. But it does look like there are multiple options, so it's not the only one. However, it does look like an ex is trying to swoop in. Four of Swords, you're really being called to take time for rest and self-care. To kind of like send your worries up in prayer. However you do that, you know. You know, any concerns, any burdens, anything that's like weighing on you, I feel like you're being called to really give that up to the universe at this time, and to really focus all your energy towards giving yourself the love and affection that you need, before needing it from somebody else, right? Like not needing the validation from somebody else, because it is nice to be loved, right? It's also important to be the first one to give that to yourself, right? To validate yourself, to take care of yourself, nurture yourself. And I say that because people can be fleeting, you know, and you don't want to put all of your hopes and fears and dreams and all that shit into one person, not knowing how that's going to be, you know, how that's going to even go. So the best bet is to really focus your energy on yourself. We have Knight of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Air in reverse. And this could be like, you know, I'm seeing options come in and options kind of going. And it kind of looks like this could also be like weighing on you on an emotional level, because you're like, well, what the heck? I'm an attractive force, and it looks like, you know, but you can't fuck up what's meant for you, alright? And yeah, let's clarify this Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, we have the World clarifying the Knight of Swords. It's like somebody maybe like kind of backed out of a connection here, or like decided not to pursue it. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this is why. It's like they didn't feel like they had enough to offer, or that they could offer you what you deserve. Kind of looks like, and I feel, I mean, with the Four of Swords, I see this girl like kind of crying and sad, you know, like she's just got tears on her face. And so this may have sucked, because you might have put in a lot of, you might have invested emotionally into this connection, but it looks like they felt they couldn't invest in the same way. But ain't nobody keeping you down, because you're showing up as the Empress, right? And this is beautiful. It's divine feminine energy. In most decks, you'd see the Empress as being pregnant with, you know, not just, you know, pregnant, but like you could be pregnant with projects or creativity, you know, like having all these ideas kind of gestating inside of you. And it's kind of this, that's kind of funny that the Empress came out too, because there's also this card of gestation that showed up as well. So very well could be linked to pregnancy, but it's like being pregnant with projects or art, like ideas, wanting to bring something into the world, bring something to life. The Empress is, I mean, she's Venus energy, so that's Aphrodite, right? That's the goddess of love and beauty, and that is the essence of who you are. You're showing up like that. And so anything that isn't in alignment with that, anyone who can't show up as the Emperor for you in that way, like, they're going to fall by the wayside, right? And whether you're male, female, whatever, that's, you know, it's the energy of the cards. It has nothing to do with gender. It's the, you know, somebody's got to show up correctly as your counterpart. Otherwise, they're going to fall by the wayside if they're not able, or if there are, you know, if their focus is elsewhere. Because, like, a King of Swords might be a struggle for an Empress, right? And seeing the Knight of Swords in reverse got me, you know, feeling like that there's a warmth in you, and that deserves to be met with the same kind of warmth and caring. Alright. What other advice does Spirit have for you today? We have the Six of Wands in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And so your advice here is to not pay so heavy attention to things that did not work out, right? Or things that, things that didn't work out. It's kind of like saying don't give all your attention to to things that you feel didn't work in your favor or whatever. You know, don't allow yourself to get consumed by that. So, because there's better coming. You know, the universe has, I mean, there's the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Cups. There's a lot of opportunities on their way to you right now. And it's kind of like, don't focus on the one opportunity that didn't work out for whatever reason. It's like, focus on the opportunities that really add abundance, emotional abundance and fulfillment to your life. Rather than focusing on things that left you feeling lacking or alone, or, you know, yeah. By Ravi Yogini. Face your fears, for it is the right time, and you are ready to overcome them. You will be given the power to fulfill your heart's desires. Embrace your path with confidence. Healing around belonging and abundance is taking place within your soul. You are spiritually protected from toxic energies. Recognize your inner divine badass and commit to your dreams with conviction. Let's see if there's anything else that you need to hear before we close this out. Alrighty, looks like that's that. So namaste, I love you all, and I will see you soon.